Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna have a short tutorial video showing you guys how to do a couple of the more fiddly stitches on the Tuscan sweater, which features this really intricate lace yoke that is fairly simple to knit, but some of the stitches are just a little bit difficult to imagine in your head just reading the description, so I'm just going to show you how to do those. So the first symbol I'm going to show you guys, I'll pop a photo up in the corner over there. So you're just going to knit until you get to where the chart tells you to do the symbol. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to have the yarn in the back of your work, and you're going to go in front of the first stitch and through this little gap between the first and the second stitch, so just right back here, and knit through the back loop through the second stitch, like so. And it's going to feel a little bit tight and kind of uncomfortable, but that's normal. That's supposed to happen. So pull this loop through the same little gap between the first and the second stitch, like so. So this is what it's going to look like. And then you're going to want to keep this stitch on the needle. So without removing it from the needle, take your working yarn, move it to the front, and purl through the first stitch. Now after you do that, you're going to slip both stitches off the needle. So this is what it's going to look like. And then you just move your working yarn to the back, and you keep knitting like normal. And I'm just going to finish out this row before I show you guys the second symbol. So the second symbol just basically looks like the first one, but kind of turned around. So what you're going to do here is you're going to knit until you reach the point where the pattern tells you to do this symbol. And again, I'll stick it in the corner up there for you guys. So here what you're going to do is when you reach the symbol, move your working yarn. If it's not already to the front, move it to the front of your work. Now with the same right hand needle, go behind the first stitch and come through the two loops from the back. So for the first one, you went through the front, and now you're going to come through the back of these two stitches. And what you're going to do is you're going to purl the second stitch like so, and then pull that back through the loops like you did before, and leave both stitches on the needle. Now you're going to move your working yarn to the back of your needle, and you are going to knit through the back loop on your first stitch like so. And after you do that, and you've pulled that loop through, you're going to pull both stitches off your needle, and that's what that's going to look like. And then you just keep on knitting like the chart tells you to. So the last kind of wonky symbol in the Tuscan sweater knitting pattern is a 3-stitch wide symbol that is a little bit of a crossover cable. So to do this, you're going to need 2 separate cable needles, or you could use DPNs, or really anything that can kind of hold a stitch on one end and then knit it off the other. So I'm just going to use these 2 right here. So what you do is you knit until you get to the stitch right before the symbol, like so. And then you place 1 stitch on your first cable needle, like so, and you hold it to the front. And then you take your second cable needle, put it through the next stitch, and hold that in the back. And this is a little bit kind of, you're gonna have to exercise a little bit of finger strength here, because this is a little bit fiddly. And then you knit through the back loop the next stitch on the cable needle, or on your normal needle, like so. Like that. And then you purl 1 from the back cable needle. So, oh, hello, my stitch is falling off my front cable needle. This is why this is a little bit tricky. But you move your yarn to the front and you purl this stitch from the back cable needle. And now you let that back cable needle go. And now you bring your yarn back to the back of your work and you knit through the back loop on the stitch on your front cable needle. And then you put that aside. And that's kind of how that looks. So then you just keep knitting as the chart specifies.